what? You're in trouble with me. If I go down, you go down. And he was able to restructure those deals on the majority of those properties, particularly in Atlantic City. That's what he's doing here. He's holding the Republican Party hostage. He's raising a lot of money, the vast majority of money that Republicans are raising in general. He uses half that money to tear down his only competitor for the nomination, Ron DeSantis, uses a quarter of it for legal fees, and the rest of it for a bunch of staff who, oh, by the way, Ari, including the head of his campaign, may be witnesses against him. This is something where he's saying to the party, once again, after declaring only a week after the midterms, where I think he bore a lot of responsibility for the red wave becoming simply a red puddle, declaring and saying, I'm running, I'm running. And when they indict me, they're really indicting you. And it's a message that has an emotional resonance, an emotional connection to a lot of voters. But I believe, and we'll see, there's no data pointing to this yet. However, I don't believe it's wishful thinking, and we can go into it. Ultimately, Republican voters, particularly in the primary states where there's already a major difference between his national support number and his state support number, will make decisions about whether or not he is a viable candidate to win a general election.
And you think that, what, everyone's basically running for second, and if he bottoms out, they find the alternative? I mean, this has echoes of the failed strategy in 2016, where the idea was he would burn out, and on the Republican side, he did not.
No, he needs to lose Iowa. If he wins Iowa, if he wins the Iowa caucus, which he lost in 2016 to Ted Cruz, then I think it would be very difficult for any of the other candidates to beat him. However, he's made some major missteps there. He's attacked Governor Reynolds, who has a 90% approval rating. The makeup of the caucus isn't necessarily the type of makeup that is best for him, in terms of that you don't have a lot of rural voters. There aren't enough farmers. They're very religious voters. They're parents, and they're voters that don't really like his personality. I'm not saying that he'll be in the 20s, but his number will not be anywhere near 40 on Iowa caucus night. Yeah. But this is something, once again, where if you see what Kevin McCarthy said yesterday, I mean, Kevin McCarthy was talking after January 6th about trying to get Trump to leave office. Oh, yeah. To leave office.